In DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere.
God damn. Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me training.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. The Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fight.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a prominent figure in professional boxing, has recently spoken about his separation from longtime trainer Calvin Ford. This development has drawn considerable attention within the boxing community, given their long-standing partnership and the crucial role Ford played in Davis' rise to prominence in the sport.
I don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean? I don't know. Calvin is pops. He ain't going nowhere. I got that nigga tatted on me. This shit life. Loyalty over everything. Just, you know?
Born on November 7, 1994, in Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Davis rose from a challenging upbringing to become one of boxing's most formidable talents. Under the mentorship of Calvin Ford, Davis honed his skills at the Upton Boxing Center, achieving an exceptional amateur record of 221 wins and only 5 losses. Turning professional at the age of 18, he quickly made a name for himself with his explosive power and agility, securing multiple world championships across different weight classes. Davis' professional journey began in 2013, and his rapid rise drew comparisons to legends like Mike Tyson. Known for his electrifying knockouts, Davis' career has been nothing short of extraordinary. As of 2024, he remains undefeated, having claimed world titles in the super featherweight, lightweight, and super lightweight divisions. High-profile pay-per-view bouts against opponents like Ryan Garcia and Leo Santa Cruz further solidified his status as one of boxing's biggest stars. Calvin Ford, a respected figure in the boxing community, played a pivotal role in Davis' ascent. Beginning his mentorship when Davis was just 7 years old, Ford provided not only rigorous boxing training, but also unwavering support and guidance to navigate the challenges of inner-city life. Ford's coaching emphasized technical precision, footwork, and defensive skills, which perfectly complemented Davis' natural power and athleticism. The synergy between Davis' raw talent and Ford's strategic mastery proved to be a winning combination, shaping one of the most remarkable careers in modern boxing.
Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. He just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that, that's...
It's still...
Man.
I don't hear Tank as Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. The rest is history.
Calvin Ford's impact on Gervonta Davis extended far beyond the confines of the boxing gym. A former convict who transformed his life, Ford became a cornerstone of the Baltimore community, using boxing as a means to steer young people away from crime and toward a brighter future. His life story even inspired the character Dennis "Cuddy" Wise in the critically acclaimed TV series The Wire. For Davis, Ford was more than just a trainer. He was a guiding force who provided structure, discipline, and unwavering support during a turbulent upbringing. Growing up without a strong paternal figure, Davis found in Ford a surrogate father who offered stability and direction amidst the challenges of poverty and the temptations of street life. Ford's belief in Davis' potential never wavered, and his mentorship was instrumental in shaping Davis into the world champion he is today. Ford's influence extended far beyond the ring, helping Davis not only develop as a fighter but also as a person, laying the foundation for his remarkable success.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at 8'7"?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight. He had a fight already. I think he brushed me off. I was a baby.
No, but guess what? When he got around, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear screaming voice in my head.
We saw kids, like everybody that came up with us, they're still with us. We came up like kids, even Coach Kenny been around for a while. This the coach that I was telling you about, like all the fighters that came before me, and I watched them cuss, even me. But I watched them cuss a lot of fighters, tell them about the streets.
The bond between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford was deeply personal, rooted in a shared understanding of struggle and resilience. Ford often spoke of how his time in prison shaped his approach to mentoring young men like Davis, offering them guidance and hope through the sport of boxing. As Davis matured, their relationship evolved from one of strict mentorship to a more collaborative partnership. However, as Davis' career progressed, their visions for the future began to diverge. This is not uncommon in sports, where the pressures of success can sometimes strain even the strongest relationships. Davis' decision to part ways with Ford reflects his desire to assert his independence and take greater control of his career. While the split is bittersweet, it also marks the beginning of a new chapter for Davis, offering an opportunity for personal and professional growth. In early January 2024, reports emerged that Calvin Ford had been arrested on charges of assault with a deadly weapon in Nevada. According to TalkSport, Ford was taken into custody by Baltimore police and was awaiting transfer to Nevada to face the charges. Following the news of Ford's arrest, Davis announced a professional separation from his longtime trainer. While expressing his respect for Ford and acknowledging the pivotal role he played in his career, Davis emphasized the importance of focusing on his future. "I've always respected Calvin and what he's done for my career," Davis stated, "but at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me and my team."
Five-time world champion, superstar boxer, who's widely acknowledged as the face of the sport of boxing, if not one of the faces. His longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, uncle, father figure, and Coach Calvin Ford. Now we know Coach Calvin Ford has been arrested recently. Over the past week, he has been arrested. And now more details are surfacing as he's still detained. And Coach Calvin is in some very hot water according to these accusations, allegedly. So he's been detained, he's been arrested, and he's been in jail ever since. And you hear his partner, longtime partner, training partner, his assistant trainer, Coach Kenny Ellis, and his fighters, they keep saying free Coach Calvin, so on and so forth.
The split from Calvin Ford marks a pivotal transition in Gervonta Davis' career. While the full impact of this decision has yet to unfold, Davis has expressed confidence in his ability to sustain his success in the ring. He remains focused on his upcoming bouts and is determined to uphold his status as one of boxing's elite competitors. This professional separation signifies the close of a significant chapter in both Davis's and Ford's careers. As Davis moves forward in his boxing journey, the influence of Ford's mentorship will continue to be a defining part of his story. The boxing community will undoubtedly keep a close eye on how this development shapes Davis' future performances and career trajectory.
Actually, I know the guy that you always said you gave him that star. I know you want to take it away. Hey, you know what I'm saying? His thoughts on Pitbull Ryan. What's your thoughts on that one? It's still to be made. I think it's still marketable. Because some people say that Pitbull won. They say that it was a robbery.
No, the guy clearly beat Pitbull knows it. Man, they took a little bit of fire out of it. You know what I'm saying? Again, Pitbull had a nice little run going, So right now we just figure it out who's next.
You would add to the fire that Drake might go up and get the 140 strap against Ryan?
Like I said, anything is possible.
In the wake of Calvin Ford's legal troubles, Gervonta Davis made the difficult decision to part ways with his longtime trainer. While Davis has refrained from publicly criticizing Ford, his statements reflect a pragmatic approach to the situation. In an interview, Davis remarked, "This is a tough moment for everyone involved, but I have to keep my focus on the ring. I owe it to myself, my fans, and my family to stay on track." The split has raised questions about the dynamics within Davis' broader team. Ford was more than just a trainer. He was a cornerstone of Davis' support system. Replacing such an influential figure will undoubtedly be a challenging task both professionally and personally. Ford's contributions to Davis' career are undeniable. In 2017, Ford's strategic game plan played a pivotal role in Davis' victory over Jose Pedraza, earning him his first world title, the IBF Super Featherweight belt. Ford also guided Davis through his transformation into a pay-per-view star, headlining blockbuster events that captivated millions of fans. Davis' career has faced its share of challenges, including legal issues and public scrutiny. But through it all, Ford remained a steadying presence. Despite their professional separation, Davis has expressed deep respect and gratitude for his former trainer. "Calvin will always be a part of my journey," Davis said. "I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and I hope for the best for him moving forward." Looking ahead, Davis must now identify a new trainer to fill the void left by Ford. This decision will be critical as his new coach will play a significant role in shaping his strategy and preparation for future fights. Potential candidates could include established names in boxing or emerging trainers with innovative approaches. The lightweight division, one of boxing's most competitive, presents no shortage of formidable opponents, including Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Vasily Lomachenko. To maintain his dominance, Davis will need to adapt and rely on the strength of his new training team. As he enters the prime of his career, Davis' focus will likely shift towards cementing his legacy as one of the greatest boxers of this generation. Achieving this goal will require more than just skill and dedication. It will demand resilience in the face of change. The professional separation between Davis and Ford marks the end of an era in boxing. Their partnership was a testament to the transformative power of mentorship and the unique bonds forged through sport. While the reasons for their split are complex, it is clear that both Davis and Ford will continue to leave their mark on the boxing world in their respective ways. For Davis, this moment is an opportunity for growth and reinvention. For Ford, it offers a chance to reflect on his profound impact as a trainer and mentor. Together, they created a legacy that will be remembered as one of the most successful partnerships in modern boxing. As Davis embarks on this new chapter, his journey will serve as a powerful reminder of the resilience and determination that have defined his career. For fans and observers alike, the split with Calvin Ford highlights the enduring bonds that shape athletes and the indomitable spirit of the sport they love.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb them down with the punches. I let him do it, you know what I'm saying? And he get to, you alright? Yeah. Nigga, work. I just feel sorry for the guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went?
Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford have officially parted ways, marking the end of a long-standing partnership that began in Davis' youth. Davis confirmed the split during an Instagram live session, describing it as a mutual decision. In a recent interview, Ford shared insights into the separation, emphasizing that the decision was made in the best interest of both parties. This development has sparked significant discussion within the boxing community, with analysts examining the potential impact on Davis' career and speculating about his future training arrangements. As Davis gears up for his upcoming bouts, including a potential fight against Lamont Roach, attention now turns to how this change in his training team will influence his performance in the ring. The split between Davis and Ford has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Their partnership, spanning nearly 2 decades, was a story of triumph, resilience, and mutual growth, shaping Davis into the formidable boxer he is today. However, as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. This turning point in Davis' career represents both a challenge and an opportunity as he navigates a new chapter in his journey.
So can you confirm or deny Lamont Roach would be the backup?
No, Lamont Roach and Tank got a history together, an amateur history where they went back and forth as amateurs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad fight.
In this expanded narrative, we delve deeper into the personal dynamics of Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford's relationship, explore the ripple effects of their split, and examine the broader context of mentorship in boxing. Additionally, we analyze how this separation could redefine Davis' career trajectory and Ford's legacy in the sport. Calvin Ford first noticed the young Gervonta Davis as a fiery, determined boy with raw talent and an unrelenting drive. Having turned his life around after serving time in prison, Ford was committed to using boxing as a platform to uplift Baltimore's youth. Davis immediately stood out, not just for his natural skills, but for his tenacity and willingness to put in the work. Ford often shared stories of Davis' dedication, recalling how the young boxer would arrive early, stay late, and even skip meals to spend more time in the gym. He had the heart of a lion, even back then, Ford once said. You could see it in his eyes. He wanted more out of life, and boxing was his ticket. Their bond went beyond coach and athlete. It was built on mutual trust, shared struggles, and a shared vision for greatness. The split, while significant, marks the evolution of two remarkable journeys that have shaped each other and the sport of boxing.
My hand, he came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. And if you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue-collar way.
The streets of Baltimore were harsh, and Gervonta Davis' journey to success was anything but smooth. Calvin Ford became a stabilizing force, guiding Davis through distractions and dangers. Beyond boxing, Ford served as a father figure, mentoring Davis through personal struggles and offering support that extended far beyond the ring. Many believed their bond was unbreakable. While Ford's recent legal troubles were the immediate catalyst for their split, insiders suggest professional tensions also played a role. As Davis' career soared, the pressure to maintain his status as a global superstar grew, potentially causing disagreements over training strategies and career direction. Davis addressed the separation in an Instagram Live, stating, "I'll always respect Calvin for what he's done for me, but sometimes you have to make tough decisions to move forward." Ford echoed these sentiments, calling the decision what's best for both of us at this point. The split has sparked debate. Some see it as a necessary step for Davis' growth, while others fear the absence of Ford's guidance could affect his performance. Regardless, Davis' immediate priority is finding a new trainer that help him navigate upcoming challenges. Potential candidates like Freddie Roach, Buddy McGirt, or Joe Goosen could bring valuable expertise to his corner. For Ford, the focus shifts to resolving his legal issues while continuing his impactful work at the Upton Boxing Center, where he has shaped countless young athletes. This separation highlights the complexities of mentorship in boxing. As fighters evolve, their priorities can shift, making long-term partnerships challenging to sustain. For Davis, this transition is both a challenge and an opportunity to solidify his legacy as one of the sport's greats, navigating change while striving to remain at the top.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in power for power? Louis deserved to be in a power for power? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in a power for power? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in a power for power.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
As the current undisputed lightweight champion, Devin Haney represents a formidable challenge for Gervonta Davis. A potential fight between the two would be a high-stakes clash for supremacy in the division. Haney's technical skills and defensive mastery would test Davis' ability to adapt against a highly skilled opponent. Similarly, Teofimo Lopes, a former unified lightweight champion with explosive power, would offer a thrilling and competitive matchup for Davis. Each of these fights would not only solidify Davis' legacy, but also elevate the sport of boxing, showcasing its finest talents in the ring. While Calvin Ford's legacy as a trainer is secure, his impact on boxing is far from over. Whether mentoring young fighters or working with seasoned professionals, Ford is likely to remain a significant figure in the sport. The relationship between Davis and Ford highlights the evolving nature of mentorship in sports. What begins as a paternal dynamic often shifts as athletes grow and develop their identities. This evolution is natural, but can also lead to tension as both parties adjust to new roles. The split between Davis and Ford marks a pivotal moment in boxing history, ending a partnership that produced championship success and symbolized the power of mentorship and perseverance. As both men embark on new chapters, their stories will continue to inspire fans and athletes alike. For Davis, parting ways with Ford was undoubtedly difficult, requiring him to balance loyalty to a longtime mentor with a desire for personal and professional growth. This is a common challenge for athletes, especially those who achieve success at a young age. Now, Davis must find a new trainer who can build upon the foundation Ford laid. For Ford, it's an opportunity to reflect on his contributions while mentoring the next generation of fighters. Together, they've left an indelible mark on the sport they love.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Even without Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford remains a pivotal figure in the boxing community. At the Upton Boxing Center, he continues to work with young fighters, many of whom see him as both a mentor and a father figure. Ford's ability to transform raw talent into championship-caliber athletes speaks volumes about his expertise and commitment as a trainer. While Ford's current legal challenges present a significant obstacle, they are unlikely to define his legacy. His journey is one of redemption, and many in the boxing world believe he will overcome this latest setback. Ford's resilience, along with his unwavering dedication to his fighters, ensures that his influence on the sport will continue for years to come.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford's split? Do you believe this is the right move for Davis' career, or do you think the absence of Ford's mentorship will present challenges in the ring? Share your perspective in the comments below.